There's a documentary on Netflix about Cambridge Analytica. Now, what they did, they tested their algorithms and stuff and some of their tactics in these smaller countries. So there was an African country where they wanted a specific person elected, and the people did not like this. It was kind of like our 2016 election. It's like, so they started running Facebook ads with these actors saying, like, they came up with like a logo and a little saying, and they're like, we're sitting this election out. We refuse to vote because we don't like this candidate. And then more and more people started joining that, and they're like, yeah, fuck that. We're not voting. We're not voting. It essentially got that person that they did not like or did not want in office. And it was all because of Cambridge Analytica basically running these Facebook ads to dupe these people into thinking that they're joining a cause by not voting. So same thing happened here in 2016.
Exactly right. So many people sat that one out.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I'm not voting for Hillary Clinton. I refuse to vote for Donald Trump, and I'm not voting for a third party. I'm just going to sit this one out. But you see, that's why, and we've said it on this show so many times, but it bears repeating. So many people think that their vote does not count. That is a falsehood. Every vote counts. Every vote counts.
I debate you another time on that.
Every vote counts.
So here's why I think that this is not a victory. One, Senate is majority Republican.
Correct.
They are going to stick with their party regardless. They've already shown this one throughout history, but throughout this past presidency.
They're not even going to have a trial, according to what Mitch McConnell was saying.
But the House can hold on to the evidence, hold on to the documents or whatever, and not submit them.
Which they have.
So there's some kind of benefit to doing that. And what the benefit is, this is me thinking. Let me think. Is you wait until after the election, because they can hold them indefinitely.
Well, see, that actually, there's some debate about that. The legality of actually holding these articles and not sending them to the Senate.
Okay.
There's some debate about that. And within that debate, constitutional scholars are split on whether or not he has officially been impeached or not, if these articles do not get sent to the Senate. Okay, so there is a split. Some say yes, some say no. There's a split on that. There's also a split about how long the House could actually hold these articles. But the crazy part about it is, if they do, you said there's some benefit. There's benefit in the very short run. In the long run, there is not, because you pushed for this impeachment to go through because you said that this was imperative, that you were under a time crunch because you didn't want to get into the 2020 election. You didn't want to do that.
Correct.
But now you're holding it. You rushed through. Because it's
for show.
Hair on fire, you needed to get this done. Now you're holding it. So the problem with that is, now every day that you're holding this, you're losing credibility. Because before you were saying it is imperative that we get this done by this time. Now you're saying, but we're going to hold it until we know that there will be a fair trial in the Senate. The problem is, you've known from day one that they will not, if the evidence that you had was not ironclad, 100%, no equivocations, it's not subjective, nobody can look at it.
Stephen A. Smith would say, it's unequivocally.
Right. Basically, anybody looking at it, whether Democrat, Republican, left wing, right wing, anybody looking at this could say, damn, he did it. The problem is, in this whole body of evidence, there's too much. Right. There's too many things that you can look at subjectively. There is no smoking gun.
The law is subjective.
It is, but evidence shouldn't be. That's the problem. So the fact that you have these people that came there were many, many people that came there that basically blazed through and showed exactly what Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani and all these other people were trying to do. But some of those same people left room for doubt.